Do you smell that? It's the smell of great packaging. Hello, welcome to Unboxing Things, a show where we unbox your favorite e-commerce brands and we break down what makes the boxing so great. I'm Dusty Janae, co-founder and CEO of Lumi, and we're gonna go check what's at my doorstep today. Woo! Today we have Vitruvi, natural scent products for your home. There's diffusers, there's essential oils. These are all things I love. First things first, how heavy is it? Might look light because of how easy this seems for me. It's not, I'm just strong. What else can I tell? Well, by expertly spinning and rotating it, I can tell that it's got one color printing. This is your classic craft corrugate color, and there's black printing here, here. Very simple, 2 panels of black printing. The other thing I love is strategic tape application. What is strategic tape application? Well, it's when you use tape not just to close something, but to make a statement. And I love an asymmetric tape statement because what's happening here is subtle but profound. Vitruvi here, offset to the left, beautiful reinforced gummed paper tape over to the right. The box is closed effectively, cleanly. The strip goes from the bottom all the way up the front panel and through to the top. The strip is also put on before the thermal label. Thermal label is positioned as such to cover the messy edge of the tape. If you're not familiar, gummed paper tape is different than adhesive tape. There's no plastic involved, although it may have nylon strands in this reinforced variety. But it is actually paper, and the adhesive is not sticky and tacky. It's actually a starch-based adhesive that becomes sticky when wetted, and it's wetted with an applicator during fulfillment. So you do need a dispenser to use gum paper tape. Is wetted a word? I don't know. Stop asking questions. So that is all it takes to close this box. And even though they're using the tape off to the side, it still is plenty to actually hold this box closed, because when you have a mailer style box, which compared to an RSC, regular slotted container, a mailer style has flaps. And it's actually kind of flapped together and holding itself together pretty tightly. And so you only need one piece of tape to finish the job. I'm going to get my blade and actually slice this open. Hold on. Be careful at home. I'm a professional. You'll notice when I open it that the flaps are coming out of the box itself. This is called a dust flap, and it's called a dust flap for a reason. If a dust particle is trying to come out this puppy, it's like, no, no dust, no, I'm here to protect what's inside. You open it up and you can see here, plain craft inside, and we see that it is printed inside. So you have that one color black printing on the outside of the box, and as far as we can tell, it's also one color black printing on the inside of the box. It just says, great life choice, period, Vitruvi. I like the simplicity here. Just because you are printing a box custom doesn't mean you need to use printing all over the box. But sometimes less is truly more. It uses less ink, uses less coverage, which does affect the price of your box because you'll be charged for how much ink you actually run through on a production run. But also it can just be stylish. You don't have to print all over the surface of the box to make it feel custom. Right when I open it, on top is sitting a card. Now you can't feel this, but I can, and I'm here to tell you that it feels glorious. It's got a really nice pressed paper finish with a nice texture, and it says only love. And then on the back, there's a message from the founder. Creating a place of comfort is necessary today more than ever. I believe your home can be a sanctuary. And there's more. But this really resonates, I think, today. We are shooting at home because we are living through a pandemic. And so I think that there is just such a fun energy to reminding you that home can be a beautiful place. And I like that this simple card, which by the way is fully recyclable, gives me their brand ethos right off the bat. I'm going to tip this down so you can see. This is a tissue paper, but it's not your standard issue tissue paper. Not only is it custom printed, and I can tell because there's this beautiful Vitruvi V here, and also it does not have your porous tissue paper feel that a lot of tissue paper has. It actually has a nice sheen to it. When I open that up, I can actually take this sheet out, and I start seeing other components. One, they've actually put the product in here in a really nice way. These kind of oils that are meant for my diffuser are holding things together, so there's really nice form factor going on that actually kind of fills the box and keeps things from jiggling around. And also, what have we got here? This is fun, only essentials. And on the other side, really beautiful illustrations of elements that are, I'm sure, in their scents. So this is really fun. This is a really sturdy canvas bag, beautifully constructed. And this I didn't buy separately. They just decided to include this for free. I think this is a really nice gesture. The price point of this is such that I feel like now I'm really committing to the brand. And also I'm gonna carry this around town. I mean, it's a pandemic, but when I go back around town, I'll be carrying this. These individual oils also come in really nice compact carton boxes. Everything has a matte finish with black printing, and there's actually really mild debossing on the actual logo as well. So really simple, just black on white, really effective, has the ingredients on there. But look how tiny these are. I love how compact they are as well. All right, now I'm gonna take this out. So this came in a plastic sleeve, and I will de-sleeve it. Now this in and of itself is a sleeve, a paper sleeve, and it says Vitruvi on the top, but there's a rigid box inside, and if I push it, so I'll hold onto the sleeve, I'm gonna push it out, voila. Look guys, it's a tunnel. Some people also call it a belly band, which because it kind of wraps around the product. So there's a couple different ways people reference this, but all in all, it's a piece of carton material, printed, has barcode information, other product information, and a logo. Simply printed and cut, and then there's a simple piece of adhesive here to make it into an actual square shape. In fulfillment, this would come like this, and then they'd pop it up, and slip it right on the box. This box is really beautiful. This is a rigid box, and so it actually is really sturdy. I wanna show you that it's printed on the top. There is actually a little bit of printing on the bottom, actually just a barcode and some product information. That's probably for use in the fulfillment center to make sure the product that you're receiving is the right color, the right SKU, and then the top logo is just for you. And then if we open it, opens really nice and smooth, has that feel that is Apple kind of made famous for a little bit of suction when you're opening the box itself. And then you can see how the box is assembled by looking inside the lid. The pressed paperboard is made out of paper and cut into these panels, and then this paper is actually applied over and wrapped, kind of like gift wrapping, but even more detailed. That's why rigid boxes are so much labor. There's actually people involved in folding these edges, gluing these surfaces, and they can be quite expensive to order. But a brand that's investing into them decides that it's worth it for the experience and also because hopefully you keep this box. This paper that was printed with this Vitruvi logo has a soft touch to it, so it has a really nice finish. The other thing that's going on here is there's a little bit of copy. It says, "Take a breather," in really small, kind of beautiful type. I love this. This is the type of detail that brands put in that is really kind of drives home how they think as a company and how detail-oriented they are. If this is the top of the box, we'll sometimes call this the neck of the box. And in this case, the neck of the box is taller than it needs to be for this surface to hit this surface, and it creates a little bit of this shoulder. And that's what allows you to actually see this copy, "Take a breather," when the box is fully closed. So it's really nice to actually create this band by making the neck a little bit taller than it would be if you wanted those two surfaces to meet. Again, simple touch in design that actually makes a really big impact. Take the diffuser out. The diffuser is in a little plastic bag. This is probably necessary because you don't want it to get scratched. So as beautiful as corrugate and paper-based boxes are, they can be a little dusty, and they can also scratch products really subtly because in transit there's vibration. And whenever a product vibrates against paper, it can have a sandpaper effect. And that's why brands use little plastic envelopes to keep the product safe. This edge is custom cut to actually fit the diffuser. And if you open this, there's more. There's this beautiful pamphlet and also another accessory. Hold on. hold on, there's more. And this component, which is my power source. So under the diffuser, space for the accessories. The accessories fit right in here. This is just a piece of unprinted carton material with cutouts that are made to fit those shapes. Very inexpensive, fully recyclable, and really creates a nice experience. I do want to note that this insert is obviously custom shaped for the product. And also there's a little half moon grabber here, and this is hinged. So this component is glued inside the box to provide this hinge, and that's what creates the accessory place as well. This is cool. An indication that there's something underneath is the half moon grabber. So sometimes a little detail like this will let your brain know that you ought to look underneath. Let's look at this. This is the collateral piece that they included. It's actually a full booklet. This is full photographic printing in this booklet, and it welcomes me to the Vitruvi world. So really kind of comprehensive. If I'm getting this set up, I don't need to visit online or kind of really seek out information. Everything I need to know is in here. Let's just see what's going on in here. Again, really cute, compact, small carton box, single color printing, white on white carton, just simple white paper, but also printed and debossed with black ink. And then I've got my actual bottle of scent, so for my diffuser. Vitruvi has custom scents that they have developed that are blends that you can use, but you can also use other essential oils in their diffuser. Very simple execution on this. Again, this would be fully recyclable too because it's just paper. Even though I would highly encourage you to actually keep this box because it's so sturdy and so beautiful, but you could recycle this bad boy along with these other components, the booklet, these interior carton boxes, all recyclable. The only thing that might take additional disposal is that plastic sleeve. I think it's time for the recap. Vitruvi is obviously putting a lot of TLC into their packaging, but I want to draw your attention to what I love about it specifically. First, it's restrained. Remember the small text on the outside of the box, the fact they didn't print all over? Or how about this little detail? Everything about their approach to their packaging is restrained and also really stylish. But then it's luxe. They're taking something as simple as a diffuser and scent and turning it into a real lifestyle product, almost a luxury product, with the way that they have kind of provided this beautiful rigid box in the way that they've done their graphics. And then it's keepsake. I'm gonna keep this box. Not everything about this packaging is meant to be thrown into my recycling bin. This box is rigid and beautiful and has a soft touch. And because they didn't go crazy on the branding, because it's restrained, I actually feel like putting this in my closet and putting other things in it as well. This has been Vitruvi Unboxed.